So Nelly and Ashanti are engaged. We have to go back to that when Splinter and Block goes correct.
Congrats.
So congrats to them and their baby.
I told you.
There's one man that is mad though.
Irv?
You please believe it.
Who?
Irv Gotti.
I thought it was
he actually will get to happen too.
I was like, Ali mad at him getting engaged?
Yes. I said Ali.
I said Ali like that.
But when we first realized that they were back,
I think Ali is upset.
I said, if you're gonna spin the block, you gotta come correct. And then I said, you can spin the block, but when you come back, you can't come back on no mess.
Hey, Stacey, you think he heard me when we was talking the last part when I was like, man, Diddy ain't got no wife. That's why he out here getting
my bad.
Nelly was like, man, you know what? She finna have this baby, man. Let me go ahead and just.
Hey, look, the whole block is messed up because of Diddy. All kind of cats is like, I just need to slow down and get my life right.
Nick, everybody gotta get your shit. Like I said, when he spun the block, I'll say this. I don't know these people from a can of paint.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel like him coming back was to waste her time. Mm-hmm. Like, because they will come back to waste your time. But usually when they come back to waste your time, it's pretty quick. So like if y'all broke up in like 2002, when he came back in 03, 04, he came back to waste your time. Like, but when they gone for a bit and they come back, then
they seen what was out there.
Right. You're like, you know what? Ain't nothing. But I said in the group the other day, all I know is since they have been back together, Cornell has shown all 32 teeth in every picture. That man is smiling from ear to ear. He got his baby back. Like, look, he was just fucking them girls. He was gonna get right back.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he did. Like, and so look, she's pregnant now. They engaged. Everybody has a smile on their face. And then with Nelly and Ashanti are the co-owners of Prue, so Proov, along with another founder, Amy Beckley, PhD. It is a diagnostics company that offers at-home tests that help individuals looking to conceive make it happen faster in a way that doesn't leave a large dent in their topics. The medical grade tests help to bring light to issues that can keep people from being able to conceive. Prue was featured in Ashanti's pregnancy announcement video, which was also shared by Essence Magazine on Instagram. We talked about this before. Where Ashanti,
they were purposely trying to get pregnant in. They were
knocked up and get the bag.
Like I said, like she's with her being a little bit, get a little bit older. It's
when you're
not
over 40.
Right. Like look, I had to do a little get my eggs counted last year to be like, hey, what we got? What's in the reserve? Because you start getting older.
What's in the reserve?
Like, what's in the reserve? What's available, right? Because you can definitely do those fertility tests and find out like what's your egg reserve looking like, or even potential of finding out when you'll hit menopause. So, which is insane. Because my mom said to me the other day, she said something. She's like, "You still get periods?" And I'm like, how old do you think I am?"
She think you about 60.
And then she goes, she's like, well, she's like, I didn't get my period in my 40s. You was pregnant. She had my youngest sister and my mom was 42 when she had my youngest sister. So, and at that point I was 13, D was 8. So I'm like, yeah, no, you didn't get your period because you was pregnant. and then after she got, so that was the 5th kid. So that's when she was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. Let me tie these tubes because
I'm fertile.
Again,
my mom had there after me.
Legit, she went to the doctor because she thought she was starting menopause because she didn't have a period, and they were like, "No, you're pregnant," and she was like,
Is that right?
They're like, you bullshit. She's like, take the test again.
So,
hey, in a world, I feel like that's what Nelly did with Ashanti. He's like, you pregnant? He thought he wasn't gonna have no kids. He didn't think he was gonna have no kids.
No, let me say no. Nelly was
trying to get pregnant.
No,
Nelly wasn't.
He was gonna put a baby in her.
You think so?
You got
that's part of the contract.
That's the lock it. You spent the block, right? Okay, like yeah, I'm gonna marry you, but put that baby in you now, like you got it.
Seed is in you. You holding my DNA.
I chose you, girl. So, but yeah, I'm excited for them, and I also like that she's bringing awareness to people who are trying to conceive, or again, like it's not even about being older. I mean, it's 20-year-olds that have issues. So, they're
like me and my wife had issues. Well, y'all knew we had
right. So, and it's not cheap.
Yeah.
Like it's not cheap to get that testing done to find out what's going on or to continue to it. Like they'll tell you like, oh, y'all should try IVF, freeze your eggs. Who paying for that? Where's that money coming from? So
ain't got it.
they ain't got it. So you figure it out. And so the idea that they've created something that may be affordable for people, hey, kudos. And like I said, and all of them are smiling. Everybody's
just smiling. Like who is that? Hell, who Nelly finna go on tour with Janet? She just had a baby at what 50?
Yeah,
like, close to 50,
55 or something.
55 or damn near 60. Yeah.
Well, I said to that point, Janet is gonna have the best medical team available for anything. But even with that, like I mean, you can have a kid at 50. There are definitely additional risks involved. Like it's a high risk. Hell, after 35. They call it a geriatric pregnancy. Geriatric. So like really it's the craziness of like your childbearing years are really, I guess, between like that 25 and 35. Like that's it. Like if it was before 25, all you had kids too young. After 35, oh, you old bitch, now your kid gonna be old.
So, you old bitch, what you finna do?
Right. Like after like, oh, you're like your kids gonna be playing with my kid. Your grandkids.
Hey.
You'll be old, mom.
I was so happy to be the 40-year-old with the kindergartner.
Hey, look. I went. So my daughter, mentioning Miss Scott, you're gonna laugh. You'll appreciate this. So I take my daughter to a slumber party. My daughter's 10. Hey, the same girl she's turning 10 the same age as my daughter. She was like, I always want to ask you, how old are you? And I was like, I'm 43. She was like, no. I was like, how old are you? She was like 29. I'm like, damn.
We definitely didn't walk down the same hallways and during high school.
Look,
but that's how my wife we be at like the PT, like the parent teacher.
Yes.
Stuff we be feeling, but there's some other parents that's like our age though.
No. And I don't mean to be racial about this. It's only the black ones that be like that. The white ones be old like me. Her school.
I promise, like it's so weird now because like just like I said, growing up, like my grandparents raised me, so like you'd always see like these young moms, and I had lucky it was a friend of mine, Melanie. Her mom wasn't old, but she wasn't hella young. So Melanie and I kind of dressed the same. We had pigtails in our hair, and like we dressed like girls in the 80s. Right, like we dressed like the way we're supposed to, but then you had the other girls who had a little bit younger mama, and that's who was wearing the Guess jeans, and all of a sudden got all this other stuff.
They was looking like JJ Fad.
They got that fresh just for me kit.
They JJ Fad, and we looking like the good girls. That's exactly what the hell is going on here. That is absolutely it. Please understand that me and Melanie Miller were both hella tall, pale as hell, and had long pigtail braids. And so we were dressed like that's how we look. So we look like good girls, everybody else looking like JJ Fad. And it's that difference again of like just the age of your parent and what was allowed. So again, everybody just clean, we're decent, we look great, but when you look at the other kids, you think to yourself like, oh, she probably got an old mama or something like that.
That's how it is with me. Like if you look at all my school pictures, I got sweaters and collared shirts.
Because you was raised right.
I got all these preppy clothes.
And then you see somebody else looking like
you see somebody else with a cowboy sweatshirt on. Like, what's up with a starter cap? My mom, man, and you gonna have Vaseline on your face too.
Right, even looking at newborn pictures, right? Newborn pictures, like you had on the little newborn cap that they gave the thing. These kids now got a whole Jordan outfit on or a Prada outfit. And it's like, wait,
Hey, with custom jewelry.
Like you had whatever little hat that the hospital gave you, and maybe you had a hand-me-down little outfit or something that was in your newborn photo. Tops. That's it.
Hey, this cool ass Scott from the I Love 90s Music Podcast. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like it on the SOLC Network. You finna get all the real deal on the 90s, the 2000s, and the splash of that 80s. Do it right now, man, and I'll be your friend.